So this is all of Inanimate Insanity Season 1, reenacted with my Inanimate Insanity paper cutouts. So let's begin with the first episode, which was to decide team captains, and the challenge was to jump off a cliff. So the first winner was Lightbulb, and the second winner was Balloon. And they got to pick the teams for the season. So, Lightbulb's team consists of Knife, Nickel, Baseball, Paintbrush, Marshmallow, and Paper. And then Balloon's team consisted of Bomb, Salt, Pepper, OJ, Taco, and Pickle. This wasn't the order they were selected, it's just a random order I made. And they each formed the teams, Team Chicken Leg and Team Epic. So now it's time for them to start the first team challenge of the season, which was to collect lemons. Okay, so in short, what happened in this episode was basically Team Epic was just collecting their lemons. They were doing real good. Except Knife and Paper, who were just off watching Desperate Housewives for some reason. No, Shelly, don't cheat on Matt. He's a really nice dude. It's so sad. And yeah. And then Team Chicken Leg was struggling like a lot with the challenge. They couldn't even get any lemons. Balloon was being a jerk to everyone. And then Taco out of nowhere basically just spits like huge amounts of lemons, and then pretty much wins for the team. So then Team Epic loses the challenge despite having a huge lead the entire time. So now they gotta go to elimination and vote one of their members off the game. Okay, so at this elimination, the contestants voted who they wanted out of the game. So people who got no votes were Paintbrush, Nickel, Baseball, and Lightbulb. Paper, Marshmallow, Knife got votes. So Marshmallow was the next one safe with 1 vote against her. And between Paper and Knife, they tied 3 votes each. So they have to go into a tiebreaker challenge, which was basically a fight to the death kind of thing. And the winner was Knife. Paper ended up getting crushed by a piano. So Paper is the first contestant eliminated from Inanimate Insanity Season 1. So now let's continue on to episode number 3. Okay, so for the episode 3 challenge, it's called the Arena of Death, where basically 4 contestants from each team went up and threw rocks at each other, and the last team standing won. So, I remember team captains were not allowed to compete for this challenge. And the 4 people who went up were Baseball, Knife, Paintbrush, and Nickel, yeah. And then for Chicken Leg, Salt, Pepper, Taco, and OJ. There we go, yeah. So those are the 8 people who competed. Okay, now it's time to start the challenge. Alright, now that we're at the challenge area, I guess. Basically, Knife suggested that they targeted Taco. That backfired. Knife got himself eliminated from the challenge. Nickel knocks off Salt. I'm pretty sure I forgot who knocked her off exactly, or what, if it was Pepper or whatever. But yeah, Salt and Pepper both just get out. After that, Paintbrush and Nickel fall. So Baseball's the last one left for his team. So it's Baseball versus OJ and Taco. OJ gets eliminated shortly after. So we're down to Baseball and Taco. And Baseball makes the stupid decision to jump at Taco, but that backfires on him, and he gets himself eliminated from the challenge, meaning Taco is the lone survivor, and Team Chicken Leg wins once again, so Team Epic will be going to elimination again. Okay, so Team Epic's back at elimination. They have to vote off another member. And I forget exactly who got votes, but I know who's out. So, yeah, light bulb, I know, safe. Nickel, paintbrush. And I'm pretty sure marshmallow is the next one safe. So it's between baseball and knife. And between baseball and knife is actually safe. Meaning the contestants decided to vote off baseball. So baseball is the second contestant eliminated from Inanimate Insanity. So now it's time to move on to episode 4. Okay, for episode 4, first off, Balloon wants to form an alliance with Bomb and OJ, to which they accept, so they got a little bit of that going on. And also the challenge is basically just cross a gorge. Knife wants to carry his team, so he's like flinging everyone, and he burns Marshmallow alive, and she's the only one to actually make it across for her team, so yeah. And then for Team Chicken Leg, Balloon taking the leadership role for the challenge, and he basically only Pickle and Taco ends up making it in the end. So it's basically Marshmallow, Dead Marshmallow versus Taco and Pickle. And for some reason, Mifo wants to have a tug of war challenge, which Team Chicken Leg wins. So Team Epic loses for a third time in a row, but this time instead of the contestants voting, now we're gonna have the viewers voting. But he gave Knife immunity because he's the only one who actually tried on this team. So let's go see how the Team Epic elimination ends up. Okay, so now that we're at the elimination, the viewers are voting for the first time ever, and Knife automatically got immunity, so it's between these 4: light bulb, paintbrush, nickel, marshmallow. So the first contestant that got the least amount of votes was paintbrush. Following paintbrush was nickel, but 70 people voted for Nicolay, but people don't know how to spell, so those votes didn't count. So it was between light bulb and marshmallow, and the contestant who stayed in the game was Marshmallow, meaning light bulb is the third contestant eliminated from the show. So now it's time to start the challenge for the 5th episode. Okay, so this challenge is just golf ball stacking. That's literally it. Also, this challenge, the teams are temporarily disbanded, so everyone's fighting for themselves in this challenge. And the last 4 contestants to finish will be up for elimination and will be at risk. Okay, so, and then the top 4 get a prize, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think it all. Probably doesn't. Okay, so the contestants who stack their golf balls: Salt, Bomb, Balloon, Pickle. OJ stacks it after that, and then paintbrush. So there's only one more spot for safety left. And the last contestant to get safety is Nickel, meaning Marshmallow, Knife, Taco, and Pepper will lose this challenge, and one of them's going to be eliminated. So let's go find out which one it is. Okay, so for the episode 6 elimination, the first contestant safe is Marshmallow, and after that, it's Taco. So it's between Knife and Pepper. 2 annoying contestants, as of now, I mean. But the contestant who stays in the game for now is Pepper, meaning Knife is the 4th contestant eliminated, and another member of Team Epic is gone. So yeah, they're down to 3 people right now. Not looking so good, but alright, so MePhone announces that there was a debut competition. So a new contestant will be joining the show, and whichever team wins will get that contestant. And now it's time to find out which contestant that was. What does it mean to debut? Just shut up and go in the middle until I assign you to a team. I was too lazy to draw the rest of the debuters, but the challenge was basically a relay race, 3-part relay race. So, Nickel and Bomb did the first part where they jumped on platforms. Paintbrush Pickle, they dived into a pit of guacamole. And then OJ and Marshmallow did an obstacle course. Alright. So, quick recap. Bomb made it, but took forever. Then Nickel passed the baton. Paintbrush dived in. Got to Marshmallow. Bomb Pickle, yeah. Marshmallow versus OJ showdown. Marshmallow wins, actually. So, Team Epic finally wins their first contest. And with that, they get a new team member, Apple. And Team Chicken Leg will be going to their first elimination, but it's actually going to be a contestant vote, not a viewer vote. So, let's see what happens there. Oh yeah, Nickel, also I feel like counting the spelling error vote, so you're eliminated now. And Lightbulb is replacing you, so Lightbulb back in the game. Okay, so it's finally time for Chicken Leg's first elimination after 7 episodes. That took forever, but here we go. So, Balloon starts off and he votes Salt, but yeah, the entire team basically votes him off. Balloon's eliminated in like a 6-1 vote. So, that's it for the elimination. Okay, so now that Team Chicken Leg is freed from Balloon's tyranny, OJ and Bomb lost an alliance member, which they're kind of happy about. So, now they're in an alliance with Pickle and Taco, and Salt and Pepper kind of just keep to themselves, but yeah. So, it's Halloween around this time, so the challenge is a trick-or-treat Halloween special. And, this episode is kind of just trick-or-treating. Apple collects garbage because he doesn't know what candy is, or she, I forgot. Marshmallow and Lightbulb discover a cave, get some candy. And Pickle and Taco just drown in the cliff from episode 1. OJ and Bomb are the only ones who actually get any candy on their team. But in the end, Team Epic wins another challenge, so Team Chicken Leg goes to elimination once again, but OJ and Bomb are immune. But wait, this episode's not over, because MePhone 4S comes in and kills MePhone. So now there's a new host, a new evil host. So scary. Alright, so Team Chicken Leg is at their second elimination. This MePhone 4S guy is just a complete douchebag jerk. Yeah. Why are you being so mean to us? Shut up, I hate you. I'm doubling your votes now and I poisoned your cookie because you're actually the first one safe. Wait, you poisoned my... Oh yeah, also Taco and Soldier safe. Pepper's eliminated. Okay, let's get to the challenge. Okay, so teams are temporarily disbanded once again for this challenge because MePhone 4S. Anyways, challenge is Quicksand crossing, and the last 3 contestants to make it across the Quicksand are up for voting. So, OJ, Taco, and Marshmallow have had enough of this guy. Like, they're done with him, so they travel back in time using a time machine from Walmart, and they, change events that happen so MePhone doesn't die. And, yeah. Lightbulb, Pickle, and Bomb end up losing the challenge, so they're up for voting. That's right, I'm back. B440's coming, the end is near, the end is near. Alright, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, you're just gonna die. No! Alright, now that MePhone 4 is back in control, the elimination, Bomb is safe, and then by one vote, Pickle survives. And Lightbulb is eliminated once again. Alright, so now the next challenge is a Christmas special, where the contestants need to get a Christmas tree, and whoever has a better Christmas tree wins. Bomb, can you get her off me, please? Okay. So then Chicken Leg got a little mini tree and decorated it and everything. And Team Epic Paintbrush just got an aluminum tree from Walmart. And they all learned the meaning of Christmas. And also Team Chicken Leg won and will be getting an eliminated contestant on their team next episode, so. Alright, so now we're at the rejoin. And Balloon gets the least amount of votes to come back, so he isn't coming back. Following that is Knife and Light Bulb, also not coming back. Baseball, Pepper, and Nickel. So that means it's between Paper and Bo. And the person who comes back is Paper. So Paper will be joining Team Chicken Leg, and Bo doesn't debut. Hey look, I'm gonna make it back down to the contestants. I'm almost there. I swore that when I got out of there I was gonna kill somebody, and I keep my promises. That's existentially terrifying. Okay, so for today's challenge, it was crossing the desert. And basically everyone's irrelevant in this challenge, except for OJ and Bomb, which they both make it to the end. But then Bomb betrays OJ, and then he wins the challenge for himself. And also, Bo joins the game, actually. She joins Team Chicken Leg. So now Team Chicken Leg has 7 people, and Team Epic only has 3. And also, it's going to be a double elimination. Who are you? My name is Tyler. Tyler. Bumguard. Oh, hell no, we're out of here. Alright, so this is going to be the first and only double elimination of the season, so let's get into it. So the first couple contestants that are safe are Marshmallow, OJ, Taco, Pickle, and Apple. Alright. So it's between Paintbrush, Paper, and Salt. Only one more person will be safe. And the last contestant safe is Paper. Being Paintbrush and Salt, you've both been eliminated from the game. Alright, so for this episode, we have officially hit the merge. So no more teams for good. Everyone's fighting for themselves now for the rest of the game. The final 8. Alright, so the challenge is to retrieve a coin from under the sea. And Paper wins the challenge, pretty much. Not really much I can say about this episode, but yeah, Paper is safe. So these 7 contestants are going to be up for elimination. Alright, so the episode 12 elimination, the contestants who are safe are Marshmallow, OJ, Taco, Pickle, and Bo. Meaning this elimination was between Bomb and Apple. And the next contestant eliminated is Bomb. Apple survives for now. So now we're down to the final 7. So let's get to the challenge. Alright, now that we're at the final 7, we're going to be going back to the cliff jump again. So today's challenge is to just jump into the safe zone in the cliff and also like do a cool dive thing. But anyways, it's between Pickle and Bo for this challenge. And the winner of the challenge is Pickle. So Pickle was immune for the elimination, and these 6 will be voting. The viewers are not voting this time, the contestants are. Alright, so the episode 12 elimination, it was a contestant vote, so the contestants who are safe are Paper, Pickle, Taco, and Bo. OJ, Marshmallow, and Apple all got votes, but the next contestant safe with only 1 vote against them is OJ. So, it's between Marshmallow and Apple. And the final contestant safe is about to be determined because it was actually a tie, 3-3. And in the tiebreaker, Apple won. So, Apple is safe, meaning Marshmallow has been eliminated from the game. Alright, so the episode 13 challenge was a wrestling match, or wrestling challenge. So, the matchups were, first round was Apple versus Bo, and the winner of that round was Bo. So, Apple's knocked out. So then we had Pickle versus Paper, and the winner of that match was Paper. So, Pickle's knocked out. And then we had OJ versus Taco, and the winner of that challenge was Taco. So OJ's knocked out. So it's between Bo, Paper, and Taco. And Taco got a free pass because she defeated her opponent the quickest. And between Paper and Bo won the challenge, well, her matchup. So Bo will be advancing to the finals between Taco. And the winner with Bo versus Taco was Taco. So that means Taco has won immunity for the challenge, and we'll have Apple, Pickle, OJ, Paper, and Bo up for elimination. Alright, so the episode 14 elimination. Let's get into it. So, our first couple contestants safe is Paper, OJ, Taco, obviously, because she was immune, and Bo. So, it's between Pickle and Apple. One of them is going to be eliminated. And the contestant that is eliminated is Apple. Pickle is safe. So, Apple has gone 6th place, but she had a good run for the time she was in the show. Alright, so now we're at the final 5. We're nearing the end of the season. So, the challenge was Simon Says, but the eliminated contestants have escaped. So, the challenge was to capture them. Where did everybody go? Alright, so then the contestants capture everyone. Everyone just gets caught. And in the end, the winner of the challenge, well, winners are Taco and Pickle, because they both caught the same amount of contestants, which was the most. So, OJ, Paper, and Bo are the 3 contestants up for elimination. So you may notice that familiar friend's back, and yeah, you're right, obviously, it's MePhone4S. He came back to co-host for this episode, so yeah, let's get into this elimination. So, first contestant safe is OJ. So it's between Paper and Bo once again. Remember in the rejoin in episode 10? Yeah, alright, so between Paper and Bo, the contestant eliminated is Bo. So, Bo, you've been eliminated from the game. Alright, Bo, time to go into solitary confinement until you die, literally for the rest of your life, and you'll never return. Alright, so the final 4. This is going to be the final challenge before the finale. So, yeah. Basically, the challenge is like a kind of like tile game where you gotta cross a bridge of tiles, but some of them are fake. And the first contestant to make it to the end will win immunity into the final 3. So basically, how this challenge went was OJ and Paper worked together, and then we had Pickle and Taco working together. But Pickle and Taco, they lost. So it was between OJ and Paper. And Paper, being a good friend, he let OJ win. So OJ finally got his first immunity win after all this time. So, yeah. Because you guys lost the challenge, now you guys have to go through my death trap. This is making my stereotypical evil personality very happy. Alright, that's enough of your antics, MePhone4S. No, he's coming, I'm telling you. You have to hide. You have to run. The end is near. So this is it, the final viewer vote of the season. This will be the last vote to determine someone getting eliminated. So, let's begin. So the first contestant safe and getting a spot in the final 3 with OJ is Taco. So it's between Pickle and Paper. One of these two will just be one spot short of making the final 3. And that contestant not making it is Pickle. Paper is safe. So Pickle, you've been eliminated from the game. Alright, so there we have it. The final 3 of Inanimate Insanity, Season 1. Paper, Taco, and OJ. But we are not done yet with eliminations, because one person will be getting eliminated as well this episode. Because the eliminated contestants are going to be voting one of these 3 contestants to join them. So we'll be left with 2 contestants by the end of this episode. I'm voting off OJ. What? Why, Bomb? Haven't you caused me enough pain already? No. Alright, well, after all the voting is all said and done, it all comes down to one person's vote. And that one person's vote is Pickles. Yeah, he was just eliminated, and now he has to decide between either Paper or OJ on who he wants to be eliminated. Whoever he picks will be out. And the contestant that Pickle chose to eliminate was Paper. So, with that, we have our final 2 contestants of Season 1 of Inanimate Insanity, Taco and OJ. Alright, so this is it, finale day. It's time to find out who will win the first season of Inanimate Insanity, Season 1, which will be determined by one final challenge. We got all the previously eliminated contestants watching from the sidelines here, except Apple, who's still in Idiot Island, but who cares about Apple? Anyways, the final challenge is basically all the challenges mixed into one big gauntlet of challenges. From that cliff jump all the way to the tile challenge. And the first contestant to finish all the challenges will win Inanimate Insanity. And the winner of Inanimate Insanity Season 1 is OJ! Yay, woohoo! Also, he got to try Meephone's cookie, but he hated it. Also, it turns out Taco's evil and she's British as well. So, yeah, that happens. And also this happens. Meephone, it's too late, he's already here. What are you talking about? Your outdated technology, Meephone. Just hand over the $1 million. Your DVD while I'm Blu-ray. Well, in that case, hasta la vista, Blu-ray. And then Bo and Meephone 5 died forever. And then Meephone 4S sacrificed his life to save Meephone. And that was the end of Season 1. So, thank you for watching if you made it this far. And it would be appreciated if you could subscribe, because this had effort in it, and I did enjoy making it. So, thank you for watching and have a great day. Hey, I'm finally back to normal.